it's Katie with the Lovely Life blog, and today I'm going to show you how to make this baby penguin cake. So the first thing I wanted to show you is how we put this cake together. We used a football pan for the body, and we trimmed a straight line at the bottom for the bottom of the penguin. And then we actually, you can't see this anymore, but we cut like a tiny like half moon off the other end of the football so we could kind of fit this circular cake in here. And this is 1/2 of a 2-half ball set. It's like a smaller sports ball cake pan. And so we took 1/2 of that, and again we cut it just a little bit out of it so that it would kind of snugly fit up against it. We just iced them together. So that's how you get the basic shape for your penguin. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to put a little bit of frosting right over the face. And the reason we're doing this, you're just going to do white or whatever extra color you have, because we're going to lay a thin layer of fondant over the face so that it looks nice and smooth. So this will only take me a second. I'm just going to frost this white, and then I'll be right back to lay the fondant on. And as you can see, it was just a really thin layer of frosting. So now I've got this sort of oblong shape of fondant that I'm going to lay on top. And this is just so that the face comes out really smooth. So we're actually just going to trim off the excess that we don't need. But we're going to quickly lay that on and trim it off. As you can see on the sides here, it doesn't actually need to cover the whole sides and back of the head. It really just needs to cover this front face portion, because around here, right where the fondant and the icing meet, we're actually going to be frosting black because it's a baby penguin, so it's going to have like a black stripe here, and then it goes around the eyes and the face. So this whole end of it will actually end up being frosted black. So that's how you get your face on. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to start frosting the actual body of the penguin so you can get the wings on. So first you're going to frost just a little bit of white, just a teeny bit right up at the front of the penguin, because their little fluff is a little lighter up at the top. And then we'll just take off any excess and put it back in the bowl. So after you give the baby penguin a little white bib, you're going to go ahead and try to bring in a little white feather texture. You want to texture this before you put the blue on so the colors don't run. And just go light with the frosting. It's not as hard as fondant, so you don't need to press as firmly. And it doesn't matter if the edges are a little rugged because you're going to frost over that with blue. Next we're going to add our blue. And again, like I said, you're going to layer a little bit right over the white so that the two meet up nicely. And after you frost this on, you're just going to gently add the texture just like you did with the whites. Okay, now that your penguin is all texturized, the next thing you're going to do is add your wings. And the wings that start at like the penguin's little neck. And they just go over like this, and you can kind of try to make it stick out or press it in however you like. And the frosting should hold it against the cake. As you can see, we already pre-texturized the wings before we put them on. And we'll just put the other one on and I'll be right back. Your next step is to simply spray some light, it's like a silver sparkling spray from Duff. And you're going to spray it all over the blue portion of the penguin. So the next step is to take your penguin feet. We just made these out of fondant. And you're going to put some toothpicks in them and push them into the cake, right where you want them to go. Next step is to go around the collar of the penguin. You're going to start piping out the black outline. Perfect. The next thing we need to do then is just quickly smooth this out, and then we're going to do an outline for his face. Okay, so I kind of laid the beak right where I want it to go. It's not actually set in yet, and I'm going to use that as my marker to kind of draw the outline for the face. And you're just going to outline around. Okay, so now you're going to fill in your outline, and I'm just going to use stars. Just once you're done filling it in, go ahead and set your beak on the penguin. We finished filling in the penguin. We did scoop a little bit out where we're gonna put the beak so it doesn't squeeze the frosting out of the face. We stuck 2 fondant little white circles for the eyes. We're gonna quickly pipe on a little penguin eyeball. And you'll notice that we actually put stars around the collar of the penguin. It's because once I started the head, I decided it looked better with stars than it did with just the outlines. So we went ahead and starred it. And that's the great thing about cake decorating. If you don't like something, just change it. There's no rules. Okay, so we're just going to try to smooth those out. And the last thing that you're going to do after you're done smoothing out your eyes is add the beak. So as you can see, we put 2 toothpicks in our beak again. Dust the sugar off. And now we're just going to set it right into our cake. And the toothpicks are just so it doesn't like fall over. And that is it. There you have it. Your little baby penguin cake.